Welcome back.
To more content. I'm your host, Lily.
And I'm Cody.
Yes, you are.
Yes, I am.
As you can see, my dear friends, we are doing another podcast episode because
Hold on, we're not cooking?
I only said it. Technically, if we adhered to the schedule, this would have been the podcast week anyway.
Yeah.
But I only said last week I promise maybe to film.
Yeah, I vaguely remember a remark about there potentially being another podcast.
I did film a cooking episode. I just want to get that out of the way.
Yeah, I realize now that I've worked twice this week. I'm working a double for our content. You realize that now?
We did film on your day off.
We always film on my days off.
Yes, because you said you're the producer, director,
I'm just saying
film crew.
I'm just saying that's irrelevant. Like, of course
I
we
can
have to
film
on
without
days
you.
off. How you can have the banter with who?
With D'Artagnan.
Yeah, well.
By the way, this is D'Artagnan. This is the one with stage 3 now, kidney failure.
Yep.
Not stage 4, so we're good there. But he was just diagnosed with anemia, so he has to go for weekly shots till the day he dies. But we love him. Look at it. He's so much better.
He is a king.
I think that he's feeling better.
Yeah, he seems to be. I mean, right now the air's off, so there's that. But even still,
because he's being anemic, he's really cold all the time. So
even earlier today, he was pretty. He was moving around. He's been lethargic. He's been.
Yeah.
Well, like I say, I think he's just been really cold.
Yeah.
Right? You know.
Anyway, he's living his best life now, and he's worth $1 billion.
Oh, yeah. When he's biting me, it means he's in a good mood.
Anywho, D'Artagnan. By the way, he kicked the dogs out and they wanted to go back upstairs.
Yep.
Ugh. Don't kick the table.
I'm not.
You're shaking the camera?
Nope.
I think you are. Anyway, so I did film a cooking show, or episode, just to clarify. But by the time I got it uploaded and did the first, because I do it in stages when I edit, I did the first edit down of the footage. I wanted to jump off a bridge. It was just overwhelming. I had so much going on this week. I've been working a lot, and then working on the property a lot, and I finally had therapy. Mm-hmm. And my therapist told me that I need to start shaving off the things that are not helping me mentally, because I'm also involved in a lot of things, extracurriculars.
Yep.
And honestly, I think it's time to just like kind of step away from a few things. But even though I had therapy, it just didn't help, and I just couldn't get through editing. So we're here. But
it's helped. Let's not
say
that.
What? Therapy?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
And I mean, and then, you, since therapy, have made a few other decisions based on what you guys spoke about that has helped. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So.
Yes, that too. But besides that, I don't know how the week's looking, but I think I'll get some editing in to get it out for next week. So I apologize. Okay. But I am trying to get my mental health back. So yeah, but today was productive. We've been working outside. Outside's kind of caught up, minus the side of the house with the weeds that are as tall as me.
They're not that bad.
They're bad. We have a lot of cleanup still to do, and it's really driving me nuts.
Like where we have to clear out?
The clear out and stuff. But yeah, it's that's why. Okay, I couldn't get through editing. It was just too much. But yeah, I've been okay. But yeah, I'm glad that he's doing better, because that was a big stress last week too. Etc. Etc.
Yeah, that wasn't great. Wasn't great.
Yeah.
We put in a lot of work, and yeah, we've done our best to try and get him back to good health, and it seemed like it was going well, and then it wasn't. I guess this is like it's definitely my first experience with senior
animals.
Yeah. And just kind of the way that can play out. And, we talked about it a little bit, but, with his new needs, his treatments, just the way things kind of almost fell apart, I don't know, I guess I was a little naive You know, I was hoping that committing to trying to keep him around was going to, you know, potentially yield years and years to come.
But you're also under the impression that most cats last 21 years just because...
Not 21,
my
but...
friend's cat lasted 21 years, yes, but... What do you expect? Like, he's got kidney failure. Anyway, I know you...
Kidney disease.
Kidney disease. It went from failure to disease. But, yes, I know. It's just heartbreak when the vet's like, oh, yeah, even if you do this anemia stuff, he'll probably only last a year.
Yeah. Now, again, nothing is a guarantee.
Well, she thought that he had to be put down, and then he had a whole turnaround.
Yeah,
so
there are, you know, whether it's an
Okay.
animal or it's a human, there's you know, diagnosis or whatever that, or prognosis that, you know, oh, you have a year to live, and people live for 3, 5, 10 years, you know, you never know.
100 years.
100 years. Yeah, he's going to be not a millennial cat, but, what's 100? Bicentennial? I think so, yeah, centennial, that makes sense.
I don't know.
100.
You're the more intelligent one.
Centennial, I'm almost certain. Bicentennial would be like 50, I'm pretty sure. Anyway.
15 or 50?
50.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, so no cooking show. I'm sorry. And also the lighting on it sucks because I tried something new with lighting, and that was really overwhelming watching the footage back. It was like, oh my God. And I had to hype myself up to film too.
How is it that bad? What was wrong?
I'll show you the footage. Like, because I did a dark backdrop. Not dark, but like I put, what are they called? Blackout curtains in the kitchen because the backlighting was always messing with the ISO. I finally did that because I'm trying to get like a set that's like good to go without many variables, and it's like too bright, and then I don't know, it's a whole thing, and I'm just too exhausted to try and figure it out. So I'm in my exhausted era, I think.
You've been there for a while.
No, earlier this year, like, I felt like life was grand, and then like, although my therapist she said that I have emotionally relapsed.
Right.
Which is interesting. I haven't physically relapsed with the alcohol, although I wish I was Mr. Leahy falling down the stairs. I just want to be blackout. I feel like I have to deal with everything, and honestly, it's the little things that are adding up at this point, and that's why I just feel...
Yeah, well, there was a stretch of, like, not to get into specifics, but things did not go our way, your way, more specifically, you know, for a few different kind of cornerstone topics, we'll say, in the last 2 months. You know, not the end of the world stuff, but, like, definitely, like, kind of unfortunate, to say the least. So, you know, I would argue it wasn't even just the little things. It was, like, some medium-sized, meaty, chunky
some
things,
yeah.
and then little things, you know.
Yeah. And I was like, It
wasn't like, you're not like me and who stubbed both their baby toes today.
Oh my God.
But
yeah, that's hilarious.
See this one? Here,
I'm afraid.
open her up.
I don't want to open up the Band-Aid. That's disgusting.
You
Get it
wanted
away.
to see it.
No, I wanted to see the other one.
No, you wanted to see this. You were like, can I look at it?
No, we're going to look at that later.
Just do it real quick.
I don't want to do it on camera.
You don't have to show it on camera. I'm just saying so you
What
can
is
see.
wrong with you?
You were the one that brought it up.
No, the fact that you stubbed both your pinky toes today makes me just laugh because, like...
Because you're the abusive one.
No, you're so clumsy. Like, you walk into the wall all the time. You come around the corner, it's the same wall.
That's because I have vision loss.
No, it's
and
the
it is
same wall.
And it is affected. See, there you go again, laughing at all of my misfortunes. My spatial awareness has become affected. It really, truly has. Imagine, not only is like your vision, right, but like...
I know, it's your peripheral, but like,
It's
you
peripheral.
know the wall is there. And like, you have to see it from my perspective. I'm just like watching you come around the corner, like... I don't know, like what you're flailing all the time, and I don't understand.
Flailing.
And your dad will agree with this.
It's because I'm in a rush sometimes.
Yes, and you run into people, and you send us flying.
Oh.
How many times you run into me? How many times? And I'm like,
when's the last time I ran into you?
Actually, at volleyball. And I was like, please don't use my body to slow your body down.
You mean like when we collided?
No, that's, oh my God, when I saw stars, thanks there.
You didn't say you saw stars.
I'm just kidding. I didn't see
I was
stars.
gonna say, you said
but Was it? No, your shoulder.
My shoulder.
You shouldered me in the back of the head.
What happened is you headbutted my shoulder.
No. Yell, you're backing me up.
I'm always going to back you up. I shouldn't have to yell.
I know, but the thing is...
If I'm calling
everyone's so silent on the sand. I can't hear y'all.
Oh, I'm silent all of a sudden? Because I thought I was the flopping...
when you're flailing around back. Anyway, I wish we could do a live feed of how, like, us playing on Monday nights. It's so funny. Or even when you're Wednesday night games, you're just... Mind you, they're like really good games, but like I know, but you get the ball almost every time. But I'm just saying, like watching from my perspective, it's like, you're very spastic. Anyway, yes, you shouldered me in the head, and then somehow you like ripped apart my.
Oh, are we talking about your back?
No, this was the first time.
Right, yeah.
I had just gotten laser removal tattoo surgery that day, like the fourth thing on my tattoo. And you were wearing your stupid ankle brace, and you scratched up my foot. Like, the concussion was distracted by the fact you ripped my foot apart. Like, the next day, I'm all scraped up. Like, I looked like I got beaten up. So, yeah, you're beating me up, and then, you know, you're abusive just in general. Like, today. Maybe you deserve to stub your toes.
How is that abusive? Oh, right.
Grocery shopping. You wouldn't let me buy the white rolls.
Yeah. I wouldn't let you get what you wanted.
I just wanted the small white dinner rolls.
And I'm down with dinner rolls, but it was this particular bag, which was almost $4 for like, I wouldn't even classify them as 2-bite. They were like 1-bite dinner rolls.
Well, next time you ask for pasta aioli, that's it. We can't. Olive oil's too expensive.
I thought about that today when we were at Costco.
Oh, yeah?
I literally had that thought. I was like, thinking back to a time when pasta aioli, or not pasta
was the
aioli.
cheap
well, not
option
just
of the
that,
night.
but just there was a time from when olive oil wasn't a luxury, is what my thought was. Like, remember when, like that? I had that thought, and then I was like, now it's only like fiscally responsible to have it like on like special occasions. You know, like my birthday is coming up, pasta aioli.
No, you wouldn't let me get the dinner rolls.
I'm just saying that was my thought process.
Oh, did you hear my ankle? Shattered. Probably from when you ruined it that one game.
What'd I do to your ankle?
Yeah. Anyway, when you scraped it up, when you stepped on it.
Okay, alright.
But yes, you run into walls and stuff, and then you used my body this past game to slow down. And I said, please don't. My spine almost snapped in half.
No, I didn't use your body to slow down. I was stopping you.
I was standing there. Where was I going?
You sure about that?
Yeah.
You sure about that?
I'm sure about that. Yeah. Also, I love it when I'm backing you up in the games, but you always get the ball, so like it's just like I'm there and I'm like, oh, because you get them. It's so sad.
Well, you're doing your job.
But every time you back me up, I always leave with an injury, so there's that, guys.
What's the common denominator here? You.
All right, I'll remove myself from this game. See ya.
If you're not involved in these instances, you're not getting hurt, right?
I just can't play with you anymore, I guess.
Yep.
Anyway, wouldn't let me get the white dinner rolls. Never allowed me to get anything.
Yep. I am an abuser.
Yeah. I should title that this for the clickbait.
You should. When you told me that this was what we were going to be discussing, I thought, yeah, that's awesome. Let's do that.
You're actually the least most
no,
person I've ever met.
Please don't. This is what an abused person would say, right? To like in a back, you know.
It's not a joke, Cody. There's
What's not a joke?
Abuse.
I agree, but it would be shtick.
I felt very victimized there today. I was, I said
yourself
that
canceled right out.
I said I want the dinner rolls. Maybe I should have just been like, I'll pay for the dinner rolls. But I know you would have eaten most of them, so who's losing here?
I honestly, that is the thing. It wasn't just about the price. It was the price for what they were. They were literally a 1-bite flipping.
Whoa. Speak for yourself. That's like a 4-bite for me.
No, even for you, that's a 2-biter.
No.
They were tiny. I've never seen dinner rolls that small.
No.
I know we get mad about shrinkflation all the time. That was like on a whole nother level.
Yeah, the shrinkflation has been nuts. We went to Target recently and we bought a bunch of Klondike bars because that was my favorite ice cream bar to date. And they have they're like half the size now, and they taste a little different. My heart broke because I bought like 3 packs of them.
Yeah, they're probably damn near close to half the size. And it's not one of those things like when you're a kid, oh, everything looks bigger. Like, they were genuinely probably 80 to 100 grams bigger than they are now. I would argue we should probably go back and try and find an old picture on Google of, like, you know, the square.
Let's just say I thought they were 4 packs. Or 3 packs, because I thought they were that thick.
I will say this. I don't think they're that thin. We're not, like, they're still a good probably 2 inches thick.
It's just, it's sad. The world we live in is sad.
Or inch and a half, maybe.
The amount that groceries cost is just insane. Now the Klondike bars are half the size. And apparently the dinner rolls are 1-bite dinner rolls now.
Those ones were. However, the ones that we got when we left for nearly the same price, which I'm happy about, and they're super fresh. Win.
Well, good for you. They're not the ones I wanted. We're very big into brioche buns. You know, like the little brioche buns? Like, that's how big they were.
They were smaller. By a landmark.
Anywho.
Landslide, pardon me.
Also, a lot of things were sold out today. Like ground beef, which is another
That's the next big thing.
Craziness of how expensive. Like, are there like less cows in the world right now? Like,
I'm looking
ground beef. Thank you. I appreciate you looking that up. I don't know. Like, do we have a cow shortage? Cody and I are literally looking into buying like a cow to put in the freezer, like a half a cow.
The business of beef is changing, in large part due to consecutive years of severe drought. Okay, so it's this drought.
This drought. Where are they coming from? Greece? I don't understand.
Across North America's main cattle-producing regions.
Oh, I guess we had the fires and stuff.
Why drought on the prairies is making your steak more expensive.
I don't care about steak. Well,
So,
I do, but I don't.
Take a step further back. Global warming slowly killing us.
Yeah, talk to my dad about that. He thinks it's a conspiracy from the Chinese. Also, my dad gets really heated about the Trump thing. He stayed up to watch the debate last night.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to watch that for sure. I heard it was.
I'm sure H3 will cover it. Oh no, but they're going on break.
Yeah, well, that might still be a
Maybe
topic.
he'll do it from his Ethan Klein channel. But yeah, my dad gets so heated about Trump. Like, I heard yelling coming from upstairs. I was like, great, my parents are screaming at each other again. Awesome. So I go upstairs to mediate that, and it's just dad yelling about Trump.
Yeah, well, you know.
Oh, the entertainment that happens in this house. Anyway, great. So ground beef is... I'm just going to become a vegetarian, I think. I basically am.
Or we just get the fatty stuff. But in all honesty, we should look into the cow thing. Mm-hmm. Like, why not? You got a freezer. It's the whole point.
You can get you can get like a half a cow from a butcher, like frozen and stuff. I'm honestly looking into doing hunting again because we can't.
Where can you hunt cows?
No, not cows, Cody. Deer. Jesus.
I'm just saying, maybe, if you can start hunting some cow, we can...
Across the street, we can.
Make a buck.
They're right there. We have a dairy farm across the street, in case anyone's wondering.
Up and around the corner there? That's
across
cattle?
the street, right there.
Yeah, like the big, where like all
the red barn, right there.
Yes.
Yeah. That's,
I didn't realize they were dairy.
Yep. They are I don't know if they sell, like, wholesale to, like, bigger...
Wholesalers?
Yeah. That, like, put their name brand on it. Mm-hmm. Because they won't sell... Because it's not pasteurized. Like, there's a whole thing. I think they just sell the raw milk to a processing plant that...
I wonder if they will sell their cattle, like, for their meat.
They wouldn't. They're not... You know who would? My, horse coach. My riding coach.
Why do you say that?
Because, like, the other barn that he was at used to do cattle for meat. Like, that was also part of the business.
You should definitely find out.
Yeah, I'm going to reach out. I have to... And that's another thing. I want to start riding again.
Well, that's too bad. you should probably forget about doing anything you ever want to do ever again. Because not going to fly in my books.
Yeah, you're stopping me. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not going to not let, like, I want you to be creative. I want you to have some stimulus. Now, I need my own alone time. If I was one of those people who didn't need their own alone time, I wouldn't allow you to do
But
anything
when
by
you're
yourself.
doing your alone time, is it me cooking for you? We're going back to the 50s.
Ooh,
Right? What was going to be my alone
I like
time?
that.
Oh, nails, hair, make sure I look okay for you.
Well, no, I was just going to say, the point is I need my alone time. So I want you to do things, but it's got to be by my...
Oh, okay. What can I do?
So, like, well, it's something that probably not too... maybe, like, what do you think about, like, field lacrosse?
You want me to play or you?
Sure, why not?
No, I hate running. This is why I hate soccer. Also, being Italian, it's hilarious. I hate soccer.
Yeah.
Pretty good at it, though. I just hate it.
Well,
Anyway, we're going to get a half a cow, and I'm going to take up hunting again because these times be tough.
yeah.
Not that I really, like, stopped... Well, I stopped hunting because...
Couldn't do it.
No, I broke all my arrows, and they cost a lot to replace because I do recurve hunting.
How are you breaking your arrows?
Well, funny you ask. Well, the one... Actually, two of them... Well, I just have to replace the tips. But they're screw-in. They're not that expensive. But I was hunting during turkey season, and it got caught in the bushes, and it actually ripped the
feathers.
No, because it's a type of arrow. It goes in the turkey. Like, once it hits, 4 extra blades.
It's like barbed.
Yeah, like, come out. So it's, And then there's one that, like, not to get graphic, but takes their head off.
How can it take their head off?
You aim for the head, and it, like, literally, like, it slices. It's meant for that.
Neat.
Yeah, you just got to be accurate, and they have to be pretty close to you. So,
Why do they have to be pretty close?
well, a recurve bow, you're not shooting that far. I mean, I think I had a 45-pound draw, and I think I have a 50-pound draw one. I'm not that strong. But you need at least a minimum
Just
45.
envisioning, we got to watch some videos because I got to see some
Some turkeys.
with their heads just coming right off.
Did you hear that?
No.
It's hard, but
Oh yeah, must be loose or something. The audio's dropping.
yeah, do you hear that? Hello? Plus we like deer, like I can hunt deer and stuff on our property, but I would rather do that with firearm.
Sure.
Anyway, yeah, I should take up hunting again. I should filter some funds towards, that. I have firearms. They're just in the States, and I have to figure out how to get them across the border for hunting purposes. But yeah, I don't know. Why don't you learn how to hunt? You can't even kill spiders, so there's that.
I can. I don't like to.
Okay, but this is putting food on the table. And also, you could probably hunt turkeys. They're pretty evil.
Yeah, I'd have to put that thought in my head for sure.
Would you... Well, see, that's another thing. If I had chickens...
If I was out there hunting, I'd have to, envision that this turkey in front of me is like the Adolf Hitler of turkeys. And it wants to eliminate all of the insert other animal,
Yeah. Chickens.
Sure.
The chickens of the world.
And we need chickens, right? So...
Now, would you...
So at that point, I would then turn into... sniper extraordinaire with my recurve.
Yeah. One of the big things was, even though I went out, I would be out there at 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning, waiting for the sun to come up, to be in my blind and everything. But people in this area don't respect the week prior of bow hunting into where you can start using your firearms, and you would hear shots and the turkeys would be done. They wouldn't come out.
Of course. For
the day. And I'm like,
okay, cool.
Great, there goes some food on my table, because I'm just trying to do it I think ethically is the wrong word. I think the word is just I'm putting in as much time and effort to claim that animal's life, because I had to practice and get good at shooting with my arrows. Shoot. But besides that, like it just, with work and everything, it just took a toll, and I stopped doing it for quite a while. But yeah, we get crazy deer too, so that would be great to.
Crazy deer? Or just like a
Crazy
lot of
amount of deer I've seen a lot, because
again, if they're crazy deer, I'll feel better about taking them out.
it's because the back fields haven't been tilled and stuff, so we have a lot more long grass, so they're coming out of the forest more. I used to track them. They used to walk through the long grass of the neighbors. So there's that. But yeah, like the price of meat is going crazy. And honestly, once we clean up the property, I was going to say, would you be mad if we got chickens and like we culled some of them?
Culled? What do you want to call them?
Culled, like to eat.
The word is killed.
No. Because I think to cull is like to do a few of them. Just like, it's like a whole process.
Uh-huh.
I'm looking it up so I don't sound like an idiot.
Sure. Call your shot.
Oh, yeah. Removing the non-laying or low-producing hens from the flock. So killing the ones that aren't producing eggs.
Sure. Incentive program. Listen, ladies.
If you are not producing eggs, you're done. It's like chicken run, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, or I might just go vegetarian. I don't know.
That's not happening.
Why?
It's too hard to build muscles with vegetarian diet.
Did you see my arms?
Yeah,
They're jacked.
I understand.
And all I've been eating is strawberries and bananas.
That is a lot of your diet. I can't argue with that.
Yeah, I've just been on a fruit kick, essentially. I don't know.
Would you actually really ever want to give up meat?
I don't know. I don't eat a lot of it as is, but there's some days that I'm craving like meat, and that's probably because I'm like something's low in my system.
Yeah.
But
You're low on your meats.
Low on my meats.
Yeah, vitamin M.
Yeah. It's just crazy though, like the prices of meat and where's this world going? Like, okay, Atticus.
Well, I mean,
yeah, I would love to be a farmer, but like even then, like the cost to keep animals alive in order to, harvest.
Literally everything in our lives just costs more right now.
Yeah, it's not like I have fields of like corn and grass I can harvest, like we only got this little bit. I guess I could, but it's not gonna keep my animals alive enough.
Likely not, no. Could just hop over the old farm next door and go grab some stuff.
Could you stop? Grab what stuff?
There's Atticus.
There's horses next door. Am I eating horses?
Not that one. I mean the one, the cattle ranch. Because usually, sometimes there's corn and things there, right?
Across the street?
Fields. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I'm just like, I pull a tractor up, I'm harvesting their land. They're like, what are you doing?
What I'm saying.
Yeah. I would say do it in the middle of the night, but they also harvest in the middle of the night, so there's that. Yeah. Anyway, inflation, shrinkflation. I don't know what the hell's going on. Oh, also, Cody and I had this discussion. So comment below if this rings a bell in someone's head that knows more than us. Did lap dances go up in price? Did the inflation get to the strip club? Because those girls best be getting $50 now.
$50?
Yes. In my
Nobody got
opinion.
money for that.
Oh, you know what? It's the oldest job in the world. Sex sells.
If people are paying 20, I don't know, think about it this way, okay? OnlyFans.
Do you have change for
I'm just saying,
100?
OnlyFans, right? People are getting OnlyFans subscriptions for like, what, 20, 30 bucks a month, probably tops.
The cat's breaking down something.
Yeah, I'm just saying that, I bet you there's going to come a time.
No, no. I think that the strip clubs will always remain open.
I think you're going to see fewer and fewer of them. Unless they keep it at $20, because at some point $20 becomes a value. And we're pretty much there.
No, I don't know. I haven't been in a while. Maybe I should go do some recon. But I don't drink. I don't go out. I haven't been in years. What if it costs $50? I can't afford that.
Non-alcoholic there.
Field trip.
Sure.
You know who would actually probably love to come to the strip club with me?
Steven?
No, Christina.
Oh, yeah, you guys would have a friggin'
Oh,
blast.
we would. And we're both sober bunnies, so it's like...
You'd probably just be laughing the whole time.
Oh, we'd be like cheering. We're like a girls, you know, like cheering them on. They'd be like, "Do you want a lap dance?" I'd be like, "Okay, but here's all my money. Here's all my loonies because we don't have singles here." But yeah, I'm curious. I would say $50. Like, what are you gonna do? A 20 and a 5? Like, it makes no sense. Oh, here's a 20 and a 10. You got to go up to the
Why
next
is
denomination.
50?
The
No.
next denomination of a bill. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, your logic isn't terrible.
Yeah.
I don't know, though. I don't know. It's not always dictated by logic, though. It's whatever people can pay. I'm going to look it up right now. I'm
Wait.
curious.
How
I'm gonna
much is
Google.
a lap dance
Yeah.
in Canada?
2024.
These are the hard-hitting questions that we
Yeah.
have. Should go like I'm with a news team. We're here at the Sundowner. What does it say? Ba-ba-ba-ba. It's 100. Why don't you be 100?
This is Showgirls Brisbane, which I believe is
That
Australia,
is
right?
Australia. That's not.
I'm just saying.
Cody,
So from the 90s to the early 2000s, standard prices range from 10 to 30 per song, with 20 being the most common. Okay. Pricing fails to keep pace with inflation. So $20.99 would equal $30 in 2023. Current costs.
but
Typical range $20 to $100 per song or set time, with 50 to 80 being the most common. Oh,
wow, told you.
I know.
These girls really be making that cash. And I'm here for it. I'm gonna have to do that in order to get ground beef these days.
I'm so close to OnlyFans, I'm telling you. The amount of money they make, forget about it.
What are you gonna sell?
What do you mean, what am I going to sell? What do you sell on OnlyFans?
You should do like gay baiting.
Obviously.
I mean, the gays love you.
If women want to pay for my stuff too, sure. It's all the same stuff. Whoever's going to be paying
We're just gonna.
for that look at me, for the opportunity to look at me in that light, we'll say, is going to have the same sexual preferences. Whether it's male or female, I don't care. You know?
I know.
Paying the bills.
I'm so proud.
Yep.
We should start the strip club for you, though. Maybe we can see what
Start a strip club
we.
for me.
Start at the strip club. See your demographics. See what Get some information.
I don't want to go strip.
Oh, come on. You make so much money.
It's a very different situation than being on OnlyFans.
I understand, but this is how you do the research to get exactly, start your little fan club, and then you kind of need the clout, though. Like, that's what I said. Like, if I would ever do OnlyFans, I'd wait till
How are all
name.
these amateur people who end up making it big? It's because
most of them are Instagram models. Like,
But I think any business, you can just start and work your way up. You just
yeah.
gotta.
I had a friend.
Have a friend, right?
I have a friend who I don't know if she still is involved with OnlyFans, or she moved to Pornhub.
Well, I'm just saying
Because they still take like a percentage of your money, and honestly, you're better off just making your own website. Just make your own website.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I jokingly say OnlyFans. I'm just saying adult content. So I'll just say we'll put it plainly like that.
We gotta get that meat in the freezer.
But
you know
maybe
what I'm saying?
to your point, maybe you start on OnlyFans to help build, because they might promote you and stuff. I don't know how it works. There's got to be, right?
Yeah.
There's got to be. Otherwise, why would people do it? It's not hard to make a website.
Because it's like also like a social media, like.
Well, that's what I'm getting at. Like,
Yeah.
it's part of building your brand. Mm-hmm. So if I'm losing a few grand a month to start, but still making tens of thousands.
Why would you lose money?
I'm saying for the cost, for their share.
20%.
I'm just saying. So
Yeah.
if it's a few grand a month, if I'm pulling in 10,000 or whatever, just saying, if you're losing 3, whatever, or 2, if it's 20%,
Yeah.
then once you build up, then like you said, then you move on.
You could also sell your underwear after going to the gym.
Oh, big money, right?
Yeah.
Right. But it is, it's funny. Again, this is the world we live in. I was literally having this conversation at work.
Are you all
yesterday.
getting involved?
No, but it's a reflection on, like, it's crazy that sex work now more than ever has become a more viable almost preferable career just to have a comfortable living. It's crazy.
And it's safe now because you can, most of the time for
Which
yourself.
is nice. Yeah, like if you're doing OnlyFans or things like that, if you were, as long as you're not being controlled by somebody else.
Like Amaranth.
Well, sure. For example, yes. But I believe she got out of that, right?
Yes, I'm just saying her husband.
Ex-husband.
He was a husband, yeah.
Right. Yeah.
That was a sad little story, but she's doing great now. So
she makes ridiculous amounts of money. She makes like professional athlete money.
No, I know.
It's awesome. But I'm just saying it's just so crazy. Like sometimes it's just, like I spend sometimes like literally 16, 17 hours a day at work, and I ain't making anywhere close to that kind of money. You know what I'm saying? So it is.
But you're not getting paid like a professional athlete?
No, unfortunately not. So, but it's wild. Like I know that has always been a thing, but up until this point in time, like in our history.
But you know why? Because it's now widely more accepted because of social media.
Be that as it may, I'm just saying I would consider it now more than ever, just knowing the amount of money. But more so, like it's always been profitable. Like people weren't doing it. I mean, maybe at one point, like in the early days, it wasn't like making a ton of money, but
you would have to be like a mega star
back then.
Yeah,
sure.
Or a wrestler going into it.
Sure. But I'm just saying, again, it's more of a reflection. It's not because I want to do that. It's just because the comfort that you can, the level of comfort, the level of success you can have by doing that these days.
Yeah, but it comes with strings.
Of course it comes with strings.
A lot of people get stalkers and people have these parasocial relationships. And
Sure. But the parasocial relationships are part of what helps you be successful, right? You feed into that. And again, it's not like it's not a good thing, but...
Yeah.
I
guess, yeah.
All of them do that, actually. I would argue that, like all your Patreon and all that stuff like that, you are purposely trying to build that parasocial because these are your clients. Right?
Oh, did you hear... Sorry, the outdoor cat's in the window, and I'm waiting for Atticus to growl.
Oh, boy.
It ran away. It looked at me and ran. Sorry.
It knows.
There was, like, that one guy who, like, drained his dad's, like, bank accounts, credit cards, took out a second mortgage without his dad knowing, all this stuff.
For an OnlyFans?
For an OnlyFans girl. And, and just, it was all private.
Sure. Yeah.
Messages and stuff, cleared him out, and he ended up like murdering his family or something for insurance money to continue paying. Do you think she should feel guilty?
It would really...
That sounds really mean. I mean, that poor family, but
if she knew the situation, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think so. She knew.
If she just thought it was some very lucrative person, no, of course not. But if she knew, yeah, absolutely, I would say that's on her.
There's like a point where you're like, this guy is like video chatting in his like parents' basement. Like, where are you getting this money, man? Like,
I think you have a moral obligation at that
But it's
point.
almost like the online gambling and stuff with the kids getting involved. Like
that whole thing is terrible.
Yeah, it's awful.
That's part of the reason why I haven't brought my idea.
Is it steak?
Yeah, steak.
Yeah.
That's part of the reason why I haven't brought about my idea about gambling, my innovation of what what we've talked about.
A kid's casino.
Well, there you go. Now you have it.
No, that's the arcade.
Yeah, that is the arcade.
On Clifton Hill.
But yeah, no, I wouldn't want to, even though I think the idea I had, to like the innovation and the direction that I think that casinos could go, because of the change in the the patronage, whatever, right? Like, because the older generations are going to be phased out soon. You're not going to see as much slot play, whatever.
You're not. First of all, we are literally two working people complaining about buying ground beef. Where do they think people like us are going to be gambling? Like the whole gambling thing in that sense, like the slots and like we take the buses to the casino. They don't even have a buffet anymore. What the hell?
Well, ours does not.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that it's evolving. Like, it has to get with games or sports. Like, that's what it is. Video games or sports. That's
they're doing everything they can, right? Like, I'm not going to say that. Like, anyways, my point is, even though I had an idea about, that I think could be successful for the casino structure moving forward, I don't want that to be my contribution to the world, whether or not that made me successful. So going back to my point, like I'm bringing that up because you asked, oh, should she feel responsible? And yeah, I feel like you have an obligation at that point. You know, like don't get me wrong,
so.
it would be why? So then why should Steak feel bad? Why should they feel bad?
Well, those are kids, like they're underage.
So what if this, like to the same, at that token?
I don't know. What do you think? She should have been like, "Hey, where are you getting this money? We should stop this."
I don't know.
Would you? Maybe you're moral. Maybe I would. Maybe
honestly,
I would too. Honestly, it would just kind of be like
there would
weird.
be a point. It's like I would probably start looking at how much this person has spent, and then kind of like you say, like let's just say if this person was just like, you know, whatever, a kid, a guy, whatever, and they were, you know, when you were video chatting, it was just like in like an average looking home, like room, whatever. Clearly does not look like this person, you know, the money that they are sending, it's not like of their means, right? You don't know the story. Me personally, I absolutely would be probing. I would be going, I would not outright just go, hey, where are you getting the money? But I would kind of try and do some probing because there would be a part of me.
Wouldn't you have like established boundaries with clients that where you're not involved like that? Where you just like, here, I do.
Yeah, of course.
This
is not something that I would want to do on the regular, but in this instance, like we're talking, like you said, we're talking mortgages, we're talking like exorbitant.
She didn't know that. Like it's not. Like,
no, she didn't know, but
yeah.
I'm just saying, like if you had a client, it's like this person spends, I don't know, $1,000 on me a week, right?
Oh, I think it was more than that.
I'm sure it was. I'm just saying, like that's a lot of money.
Uh-huh.
You know, $1,000 a week, like that's more than a lot of people make, right? Like than your average person, right? Or well, it is more than the average person, right? But anyways, so and to your point, if this was just a person who like, you know, looks like they're probably not super successful themselves, say it's $5,000 a week, then okay, make it more a little out there, okay, $5,000 a week. Would you not be like curious? And then if this was going on for say, I don't know, 6 months, right? And $5,000 a week, $5,000 times 4, 20 times 6, $300,000.
I feel like I'm in math class. I'm just like.
I'm just saying, if you realize that someone spent $300,000 on you and it looked like they were just some average person, I would definitely be curious, and I would be looking into it one way or another.
I don't know.
$300,000.
I can't say, but that's not. I'm providing a service.
If you then found out, don't you think you'd feel terrible?
I think she was like she was investigated and like, yeah, she was part of the, like, I think she felt bad. Like I feel awful.
That would ruin my job for me. I'm sorry. That would ruin that job for me. If I found out that this person.
What do you do? Give it like, yeah, you have dead money. Like you have murder money.
You have murder money. You have like, and yeah, that's the worst of it. But even to that point, like you have ruined this person's family money, you know? And I guess, yeah, whatever.
It's crazy though. Like that whole thing went, like it's a crazy story to think about, but
yeah, it's super sad.
Can't wait to start my OnlyFans when that happens. Just kidding.
Once you do, you can have that thought in the back of your mind.
It's the deal with the devil.
Carlson.Cody keeps spending $5,000 a week on me. Must be a different Cody.
Ooh. Yeah, I'm already living that dream life.
Yeah.
Except no, you won't let me get the
Are
roles.
You though? Are you?
Yeah. No, I know. If I really wanted them, you would have gotten them, but
begrudgingly, yes.
My heart was really in it for the brioche buns, but they didn't have them. So.
Well, they didn't have. They had the one kind.
Reflecting back on it, I think I was just really hungry, and they looked like brioche buns.
But they didn't. They were literally
Cody?
The powdered. You know the dinner rolls that have like that dusting of yeast on it. That's
flour,
what they were.
not yeast.
You know what I mean? Same thing.
Atticus.
Oh wow.
That's why
I'm the culprit.
That's why the camera's always shaking. Atticus. Atticus. Jesus.
He just really wants attention, I guess.
They all do. Well, look at Derpin over here.
That's the sign of a healthy, happy cat, though.
Yeah. I hope
It's his birthday.
Oh, yes, it's Atticus's quinceañera. Happy birthday.
You've been talking about this since we've been together.
I know, I have to throw him a party.
So for like, I would say for the last like 6-7 years even, you've been mentioning his quinceañera or quinceañera.
Sorry, it's Atticus's quinceañera.
He's 15.
He's 15 today. Right, Atticus? I'm going to throw you a little party. I'm going to have to get you a little dress. Because he is a drag queen. That is his personality.
No, I thought he was a magician.
Okay, so his name is Atticus, but I call him Attakiki, which quickly turned into Attakaziki, Attakazam. Atticus is your magic man. Doctor by day. He's a doctor by day, does magic by night, and some of his magic will give you a fright. I make theme songs for my cats.
Yeah. If I wasn't around, you definitely wouldn't be the crazy cat lady. Not at all.
Okay, these cats came to me without me choosing. Well, no, I went and I adopted him. My drama teacher was.
You put out. Okay, let me just.
No, let me tell a story.
Go ahead.
I put out what? Crazy cat lady vibes?
No. What's the word? You manifested these animals.
No,
How? 1,000. You're the one. You want. What's the one thing you want more than anything in life? Animals. All of them. That's my point. So you manifested all these animals.
I was at a point in my life where I was like, oh, I want a cat. And I was at my drama teacher's house. Okay. And she was fostering little Atticus. He was about a year old. Or maybe less than. He was still a little kitten face. Atticus, don't you do it. Are you paying attention?
Yeah.
Anyway, so I adopted him from my drama teacher. And you know what, Atticus? I think it's time we're going to put you down. That's it. Can you, come here. And then I was like, well, he needs a friend. And then I went to the shelter and I adopted Poe because I wanted an all black cat. And that's where Poe came into play. And, little did I know.
He's going back.
Little did I know
Atticus.
that the manifestation of wanting another cat turned into this one right here, D'Artagnan. Right?
Yep.
He was in my car engine.
Mm-hmm. Not a good place for cats.
No, I did end up, when we had all the barn cats around here.
Oh, Lord.
I accidentally killed a cat, so it was horrible.
You turned the car on with a cat?
Yeah. Trauma.
What? How did that?
It was like cold, and that's what they say, like when it's cold out to always like hit your
So what is
car.
That? Did you hear it like freak out and then it was just like...
there was no freak. It was just like I thought it was an engine issue. That's what it sounded like. It just wouldn't turn over. I'm not getting into details. It was horrific. I couldn't look. My sister had to help my dad, but it didn't look like it just... The cat was still intact. Like, nothing happened to it. Like, it didn't look like anything, thank God. It wasn't like, oh my God, we needed to power wash. No, it was horrible, but this is why you see those memes, oh my God, those, like, things going around, like, make sure to hit the top of your car before you start it in the wintertime because they're trying to get warm in there. Anyway, so this almost happened again with this little guy. He was a little kitten, but I heard him meowing, and I was so traumatized from, the years before. And it took us 2 days to capture this little guy. He was like the size like this. It must have been like 6 weeks, maybe 7 weeks. Then he came into my life. And then I moved back here. And then Darwin was outside dying in the window. And he had 2 botflies in his neck.
Yep, nasty.
He had an eye infection. We thought he was going to be blind. Turns out he's just fine now.
He's just a glutton.
So that's how I have the 4 cats. I had 7 at one point because I was fostering 3. It was a whole thing. Anyway, sorry that story got dark, but make sure you just hit the car before you start it in the winter. All right? All right.
It's a good PSA.
Yes. Also, the outdoor cats weren't friendly. They were evil stray cats. I can't, like that one. So it wasn't like...
That one doesn't seem that bad.
Oh, what was that? Did you burp? Anyway, so the distribution system, we got a few more. All right. I didn't mean for that to happen. But yeah, so then I've had him for 15 years, basically. We've been through a lot.
Pretty exciting stuff. It's pretty cool.
And you're the only man he's ever loved, so...
Yeah, he was very hesitant at first.
Yeah, he was hesitant when I first adopted him, and then we became besties.
Yeah, he's great.
Right, Atticus? He's got a lot to say. But sorry, the battery died.
Yep.
I don't know where we left off, and I don't know if it was the
Talk about Atticus.
Was it the battery, or was it that my card was full? I don't know. I don't even know how this episode went. It's just, it is what it is. Okay. Yes,
You're
Atticus's
welcome.
birthday. Sorry, I was distracted because I started watching TikToks as you were getting that switched over.
Because you were addicted.
Yeah, but you know why? Because like this is what helps me like clock out of reality sometimes. Anyway, just a little secret here. I wish I was a Dallas Cowboy cheerleader. Like that life, like if there's anything besides wrestling, that would have been like a number 2.
I could see it's a similar kind of
I would have loved to be a DCC, okay?
Except they cheer for Dallas, which is the problem.
I don't care.
You should.
It's just how fun that would have been. How fun. This show just came out on Netflix again. I used to watch it as a youngin'.
You know what's exciting? Go ahead, finish your thought.
Oh, I would have been way too fat for them, though. Too short and too fat.
Even though you were a petite person.
I was
It's like trying to join the Rockettes, right?
Yeah, I was still thick.
I saw pictures of you. You were not thick.
Okay, anyway,
Maybe
but
a little thicker than the average girl, but
there's
barely.
like in my dance career, maybe I would have made
I
it.
think it's more about
Maybe
your
I would've-
height that was an issue.
I don't know if the height is. I have to rewatch the show, but skinny. That's all they want. Like size 2, 0 to size 2, and I was like a 4 to 6, depending. But yeah, I would have loved to. And then the show just came out on Netflix. I can't wait to start watching it again. But they were just saying that the cheerleaders
Is
got
it like a
paid
new version?
crap. I don't know.
like they just put
I
out
don't
the
know if
old
it's the
stuff?
old one. It may be new. I don't know.
The Giants are going to be on Hard Knocks. Very exciting.
What's that?
Hard Knocks is like it's like behind the scenes, kind of like any of those other behind the scenes, similar to like what the Dallas Cheer Girls probably thing is, but they do it behind the scenes of like.
Do they have to do a kick line?
Yes, that is part of it.
That should be training, and then drop
And
into
they
a
call
split.
it Hard Knocks because it's about quite often these people fall over, they hit the ground when they're trying to do
I
the
see.
dancing. That's where the Hard Knocks title came from.
Anyway, I'm just saying that the cheerleaders got paid like shit. They still get paid like shit. $500 a game and $12 an hour for practice.
That's crazy.
That is.
They must have like
or
other
$400
things
a
going
game.
on, like.
Well, a lot of them have to retire
Endorsements.
early. It's like kind of like traveling on a cruise ship as a dancer or singer.
But you make more money doing that.
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know what the cost is to do that.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Anyway,
if you're a tech,
it is a
yeah.
shame. It is a shame. Like the NFL is a multi-billion-dollar a year industry. So
Well, that's what they were saying.
any of your
Yeah, that's what they were saying. Like the
but that was they were
head
specific,
coach. The head coach.
No. They were specifically referencing maybe the father of the cheerleader head coach, but not like Jerry Jones is a billionaire.
That's what I'm saying. But
They weren't talking about Jerry Jones.
yes, they were.
No,
And
they
the
weren't.
daughter.
They did not reference Jerry Jones.
Were you even listening?
Allegedly, according to the internet. Looks like Cyrus Bean.
Cyrus
Scandal.
Bean.
Yeah, not Jerry Jones.
Sorry.
So, no, sorry. Go back. It wasn't Cyrus. They said the guy.
Anyways, 14.2 billion.
Oh yeah, that is Jerry Jones. Yeah.
According to the internet. Meanwhile,
So Cowboys cheerleaders reportedly make $500 per game, or approximately $10,000 for a season.
Yeah, that's.
I made more on
garbage.
friggin' tour, and that was 10 weeks. That's crazy.
To be fair, you also have to do way more work.
Where?
On tour.
No, I would say they have to do a lot more work, physical work. I did a lot, but I could do it from my laptop. These girls are high kicking 12 hours a friggin' day. Do you know how exhausting that
Not 12
is?
hours.
You want to bet? We're gonna watch the show
games
together.
are 4
We're gonna
hours.
watch the show together,
The
and we're
games
gonna
are
report
I'm just
back.
saying the games themselves are 4 hours. That's all I'm saying.
I'm talking about practice. The lead up, the makeup, they have to cover all their tattoos. I follow a lot of them on TikTok, so. Anyway, this is a career I've wanted. It's not going to happen.
Go do it.
I would love to.
I give you permission.
No. I wanted to be a.
Never mind, I'm abusive.
No. You would let me.
No, I'm a Giants fan. Absolutely not.
Oh, true.
Yeah. If the Giants ever,
Okay, we're not getting into
if they
that.
ever had a cheerleader group,
All right.
you could go join that.
No, I still want to do the Cowboys. Anyway, it's not about the team. It's about like I see the cheerleaders as their own little thing, and I love it.
Sure.
Anywho, I'm gonna go practice my high kicks, and I'm gonna audition. They're gonna be like, "You're too fat. You're too old. You're sagging here, but your tits, brand new."
Where did you get those?
Well, you see, my abusive boyfriend paid for everything.
Because I won't let you work.
Yeah. Actually, I'm happy.
Don't you forget that. Don't even think about working.
Okay, so then I can like not have to work tomorrow.
That's right.
Okay, call
in.
You call in for me. They know
I
you.
should call in for you.
Imagine you're like, "Hey, it's Cody." Lily ain't coming.
She's
in.
not coming in. I've decided that she no longer has to work.
People see that as abuse and are just like, "Hell yeah, I don't have to work."
It's about how you go about it, right?
No, it's not that you don't want me to work or don't
No, I would
allow me to
love for
work.
you to work.
I am. I'm working
I know
tomorrow.
we're working right now.
And this too. But technically we should wrap this up. But
Yeah.
what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I got a lighting plot to look at before tomorrow. Why am I responsible
I don't know.
for that? I'm just a hand.
Just better pay you. That's all.
It's not though. Anyway, can we bring down the price of beef? Thank you.
Yeah, I got beef with the price of beef.
Yeah. And Cody is not abusive. He was just putting on shtick this whole time. He
no.
supports every little thing I do, except doing the DCCs. Realistically.
Yeah. Even
Yeah.
then, if you wanted to do it, I would do it. I just
Every time I ask for
I
your
would
opinion,
have to break up with you. That's all.
every time I ask for your opinion on something, you always answer with this.
As long
Babe,
as it doesn't make you. What?
what were we gonna say? No, you always answer with, "Babe, whatever makes you happy, I will support you."
Yeah. I won't necessarily stay with you, but I'll support your decision.
You wanted to join the Dallas Cheerleaders?
Yeah.
You're cut out.
That's what I'm saying.
But yeah, I should have just bought the bread for myself today. That's all. That's all I'm gonna say.
You can always go back.
You're so abusive.
I know. Okay, it's bedtime.
Okay, I love you. Good night.
Love you too. It's got weird.
It's like that TikToker. John breaks bad news.
Yeah.
Where he calls
yeah,
people. He calls people. He breaks the bad news, and then he's like, "Okay, well, I love you." I just think it's funny. Okay. Oh my God, Darwin. Okay, the whole camera set up. This is just
go.
a terrible
These
episode.
cats are infatuated.
Okay. Anyway, thank you guys. Sorry it's not a cooking episode, but I promise to be editing this week. I promise maybe. I think that gets me out of a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I'm not gonna let that fly. I promise maybe to let you not do it.
Don't keep me accountable, okay?
Okay, fine.
Let me die in my mental health moments.
All right.
All right.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Oh my God, the whole time the camera. Bye.